All right, Katie, thank you. 2 days of the 2023 NFL Draft are in the books. Day 3 starts in just a few hours.
Yesterday was a busy night for picks because we had rounds 2 and 3 taking place at Union Station. The Chiefs added 2 more names to the roster last night.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Rashee Rice, wide receiver, SMU.
One's another offensive weapon for Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs traded up in the draft to select, as you just heard, wide receiver Rashee Rice in the second round. He had an impressive senior season at SMU and a strong workout at the Combine. In case you didn't catch the caller ID just a second ago, that was Patrick Mahomes calling Rice to congratulate him, like on the spot. That's great. SMU football, they're down in Texas, tweeted out this video saying that these are the types of calls players work so hard to get.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Wanya Morris, tackle from Oklahoma.
The team's second pick of the night, offensive tackle Wanya Morris, as you heard, from Oklahoma. The Chiefs took him in the third round after Cincinnati traded their 92nd pick. Now, the Chiefs have 7 more picks in the draft. Those will all happen today, starting with number 122 in the 4th round and then ending with one of the last picks of the draft in round 7. So here's what fans can expect today for the final day of the draft. The NFL Draft Experience opens to the public earlier at 9 this morning. Rounds 4 through 7 of the draft begin at 11 in the morning, which you can see right here on KMBC. And then after the draft, Thundercat will take the stage, all part of the NFL Draft Concert Series. And there will also be a special appearance from former Chiefs Hall of Famer Christian Okoye, or better known as the Nigerian Nightmare.
Don't forget, the NFL One Pass app has your free ticket to see everything in person on the last day of the draft. It is free and has important information about schedules, parking, and more. By the way, you do need it to get into the draft experience today. Even though food lines for day 2 weren't quite as long as day 1, getting some grub in the draft area took a while. And just think about what goes into this. It takes a lot of preparation to feed tens of thousands of fans, right? The NFL picked 20 local vendors to serve food on the draft grounds. They've all been planning their inventory and menus for months. Some workers told us they're selling more at the draft in one day than they sell at their own restaurants.
It's humbling. You know, there's 20 of us, you know, that got picked to be here, and that's an honor in itself.
We were going through so fast that we got to a period that we sold out of our burnt ends. And I say that is because we did all the planning. We sort of figured out exactly what we thought we would do on the best day in the wildest day. And then we even exceeded that.
There you go. I'm sure some people coming to town didn't know what burnt ends were and then maybe got a second helping.
Yeah, exactly.
That really sets you back. There's one place for fans to grab food, by the way. It's on the south lawn of the World War I Museum and Memorial.
So great to see. I could smell some of that barbecue when I was out there yesterday at 4:30 in the morning. And today, some of the biggest names in Kansas City barbecue will be battling it out.
The NFL Draft is celebrating Kansas City cuisine with what they're calling a barbecue smoke show and competition. KBC 9's Matt Evans live from the Liberty Memorial lawn. Matt, good morning. What's on the menu today?
All the fixings, as you mentioned, burnt ends, of course, brisket, plenty of pork, plenty of all sorts of barbecue on the menu today as we take a look at downtown Kansas City. All it up this morning as it's the last day of the NFL Draft, the third and final day. The fan experience begins at 9 o'clock this morning on the south lawn of the National World War I and Museum Memorial. Part of that fan experience today, as you mentioned, is the smoke show. That begins at 9:30, which is going to be on the north lawn of the World War I Museum and Memorial. It includes some of the biggest names in Kansas City barbecue: Joe's Kansas City, Gates, Arthur Bryant's, Chef Jay, and Slaps all will be there to show off their culinary talents. The event will be featuring cooking demonstrations, a barbecue competition, along with a rib eating contest as well. That begins at 9:30 this morning, again, north lawn of the National World War I Museum and Memorial. Free to get in, just like everything else, just need that One Pass app. Live downtown, Matt Evans, KBC 9 News.
Right, Matt, we love that. Now, we do have numbers that show just how many people are making the trip to be at the draft in person. The KC streetcar had a record-breaking day Thursday. The streetcar made 21,000 trips. Yeah, 21,000 trips just on day 1 of the draft. As a reminder, the last stop right now on the streetcar is 19th and Main. So from there, it's about a 30-minute walk to the draft experience. And if you do plan to make that walk, head to the draft today, some things that you need to know. The public entrance to the draft is on the south side of the draft campus at Wyandotte and Memorial Drive. Parking garages are available for you in the Crossroads District, the River Market, Westport, and the Plaza. Keep in mind, walking from some of those places, again, could take you more than a half hour. KMBC 9's Jamie Weiss gives us a look at all the road closures in place.
Good morning. We've been telling you about the road closures near Union Station for about a week now, but just a reminder, if you're heading out for the final day of the NFL draft, the main closures will be Main Street from 20th all the way down to about Memorial Drive. You will have some partial access to walk up to the draft, but you're not going to be able to drive. The other big closure is going to be Pershing Road between Broadway and Grand. Just a reminder, if you are planning to head out today, you're really going to need to plan ahead to get to the draft as well as your plan to leave the draft. We've seen a lot of traffic of folks trying to get in as well as long waits for people to get out. So just plan ahead. I have a lot of details on my Twitter page. If you need some advice on how to get to the draft, just search Jamie Weiss KMBC. I'm Jamie Weiss reporting for KMBC 9 News.
All right, we'll see Jamie later on this morning. Stick with KMBC 9 News for all your NFL draft coverage. Rounds 4 through 7 of the draft start at 11 o'clock this morning right here on Channel 9. We'll also have reaction and analysis after the draft in our evening newscast. So we got you covered. One more day, Kansas City.
One more day. It's still so exciting. And then it's going to be over.
Yeah, then what do we do? Yeah.
Well, let me tell you that today's weather for the draft is going to become windy. We've got lots of sunshine as the clouds move out from yesterday's rain at Liberty Memorial and in front of Union Station. They picked up just a trace, so I don't think the ground is going to be too wet if you're taking a blanket to sit on today. Some areas yesterday picked up over an inch of rain, and I'll show you where that was coming up in a bigger weather segment. But just to get you going this morning, tomorrow and today will be windy, and that's probably the biggest thing you'll notice if you're outside. Today, the winds will start from the northwest. They're right now about 10 miles an hour, but then gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour this afternoon. Tomorrow, also very windy northwest winds gusting like this all the way through Monday. The winds will start to come down a little bit on Tuesday, and then Wednesday they'll be lighter. Notice our temperatures. These are the daytime highs. Today, 70, Sunday, 61, and Monday we're back to 63 degrees.